Hello friends, welcome to our channel Techcorner English, where we break down the complex topics into easy to understand pieces. So today we are going to discuss about the OLR, overload relay. So what does an OLR means, how it works, how we can select an OLR, how it looks like, and what are the parameters that is visible in OLR physically. So all these aspects is going to be discussed in this video. I hope you would really like this video and you are going to learn a lot from this video. So before starting the video, if you have not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe and press the bell button so that you will get all the videos as soon as we post it. So let's start the video. So overload relay, protecting your electric system. This is our title for the day, and let's go to the introduction. So overload relay is a critical safety device designed to protect electric motors from damage caused by excessive current flow. So it is easily clear that even the name itself is showing overload relay. It is a relay which has something to do with the overload. So definitely this is a relay which is going to trip when there is an overload in the circuit, and this is normally used for the protection of electric motors. So whenever there is a contactor or a direct starter or a starter starter, so we definitely connect the output of contactor to an OLR, and OLR output will be given to a motor. So what if there is any overload over current in the motor, it will be sensed and OLR will be getting tripped off. So that's how it works. And what does it means? Like, it will definitely gives the motor health. So these relays plays a crucial role in ensuring the reliable operation and longevity of industrial motors. So here, if you see, this is a physical picture of an OLR which is of Schneider brand, and here you can see the Schneider Electric and the model number is LAD08, and there is a some knob you can see here which is actually the adjustable settings for the current. You can adjust the tripping current in this. So if you want the OLR to trip at 3 ampere, you can select it to 3 ampere. If you want to 1.5 ampere, you can set it to 1.5. If it's you record 4 ampere, then you can set it to 4 ampere. So what does exactly it means? So until it reaches the 4 ampere, it will be working, and when it touches the 4 ampere limit, this OLR is going to trip. So if you want to trip your circuit at 4 ampere, then definitely you have to set it at 4 ampere. And apart from that, if you see the upper terminal, this is the incoming side or supply side from the contactor. Now, as I told you, we will be giving this as an output of a contactor. And if you see the terminals to the load, like 2T1, 4T2, 63 is the terminals to the load which is being connected to the motor. Apart from this, we can see some auxiliary contacts here. So there are NO contacts and NC contacts. So NO means normally open. When it is healthy, it is the circuit will be open, and when it is unhealthy, the circuit will be closed. That means when there is a trip or if the OLR is unhealthy and trip condition, this NO point is going to give a signal. And otherwise, if it's in a healthy state, this NC is always giving the signal, and if it becomes unhealthy, it will be the signal will get cut off. So the both the way you can do it as per your requirement. If you just don't want the NO signal, you can choose the NC as required. So basically this will be given to any PLC, HMI, alarms, tower lamps, anything. If you want to show the status of your motor, whether it is healthy or unhealthy, you can definitely take the output from here, and you can give the input to whatever the input devices you are going to show, or the output devices like tower lamp, anything, alarm, annunciator, or whatever, you can give that. And apart from that, you can see a reset button. If the OLR is tripped, then definitely you have to clear the fault first, and then you have to press the reset button to get the fault reset. And there is a stop button, and if you open this, you will have a manual test button as well. So if you manually test it, you can just ensure, or you can check whether this OLR is in working condition or not. So that is also available in this. And as we see all the physical how it looks like, now let us look into the purpose and importance. So first, the main important purpose is overheating protection. Overload relays prevents overheating, which can lead to motor failure and costly downtime. So definitely this overload will create a overheating in the motor, which will definitely damage the winding of motor, or it can burn out the wires, cables, whatever, like lot of damages. It can even burn out the entire factory or the industry as well. So definitely this overheating will be sensed, and this motor will be the circuit will be tripped, so that motor failure can be avoided. And if motor is failed, suppose if it's a plant which is working 24/7, and if a motor is failed, and even if you have motor in the spare, it will roughly take around 1 hour to 2 hours to remove this motor, fix the new motor. So all those work, it definitely your system will be down. And if your system is creating 1,000 throughput per hour, definitely that 1,000 throughput will be a loss for you for that particular downtime. So you can avoid that as well. And system reliability, definitely, yeah, this ensures the reliability and efficiency of the electrical system. Whenever we keep on adding the protections, our system will become more and more reliable. So there is no doubt on that. And since this is a protective relay, there is definitely a safety enhancement. So by preventing motor failures, they contribute to a safer working environment. And how it is working, so let's go into the working principle. So first, it will be sensing the current. So overload relays detect the excessive current through heat generation or electronic sensing. So there are different types of overload relays which works on different principle. So we will go see on the next slide that. But as of now, just you understand if there is any change in the current, when there is a over current, this OLR has a sensing device over there, and this sensing device will sense the change of that current, and then it will give the command to the tripping mechanism, and the tripping relay will get activated. And once the tripping relay is activated, interrupts the it will interrupt the input and output connection. That means the input and the motor connection. That the way the motor will be free from the power, and there won't be any more hazards or any damages after that. And types of overload relays, basically we have three types: thermal relays, magnetic relays, and electronics relays. Thermal relays, these relays uses bimetallic strips that expand and contract with heat, triggering a trip. So this is a thermal principle which we use in MCBs for overload protection as well. So there is a bimetallic strip, and if there is a contact like this, whenever there is a increase in the current, this bimetallic strip will heaten up, and it will just bend, and it will it will disconnect the circuit. So this is how it is working. So it is not very faster process, it takes time. It will gradually increase the temperature and get the trip. And more effective measure is magnetic relays, and magnetic relays uses electromagnetic force. So this principle is actually used in MCBs for the short circuit condition. So whenever there is a short circuit current, MCB strips on the electromagnetic principle, and the same rule we are using here as well. So if we have a coil, once the current exceeds to a limit, the CT will sense that, and it will create a electromagnet. It will just sense, and it will disconnect the circuit. And there is an electronic relay which are more precise, detailed monitoring and advanced features. So this uses more electronic components in this to get the prevention. So I am not going in much deeper to each one by one. If you want any of this to be explained in more detail, please do comment. Definitely we will be doing video on that. So right now, just you understand that there are three types. One is thermal, magnetic, and electronic. And next we are looking about the application of overload relays. So overload relays are commonly used wherever the motor is used. So that is a basic thing. So normally motors or pumps, even pumps also we are using overload relays. So overload commonly in pump, protecting motors from excessive load condition, conveyors kind of things. So conveyors are a system where we are using, definitely there is a motor. Without motor there is not a conveyor system. So if there is an AC motor, definitely an OLR is required. And because in conveyors, you know, there are high load applications, and there can chances of getting jams everything. So definitely in these cases, the chance of getting overload is more, and since the chance of overload is more, definitely the overload protection to be considered. So definitely wherever the motors are there, wherever you are using the DOL starter or star delta starter instead of VFD or soft starters, definitely you need this OLR to be connected in the output of contactors. You can see that as well. And how is the overload relays to be selected? Selection criteria for overload relays. So first criteria and most important criteria is motor current. So definitely the OLR you selected must match the motor's full load current. So relays rating must match the motor's full load current, so that if your motor full load current is 15 ampere, definitely your OLR should also have the capability, or it should have the ampere rating of 15 ampere or above. So you can just set the current settings to 15 ampere. And load type, so if you are like, there are different kind of loads, like there are few, in case you need large starting in the rush current or running current, all those characteristics you have to consider before selecting an OLR. And the environmental factors like temperature and humidity must be accounted for. Yeah, definitely, because if your OLR is designed to work at for maximum of 40 degrees Celsius, and you are fixing it at a environment where it is having more than 450 or something, then definitely it is not going to work. So this environmental condition factors to be also considered before selecting. And the last but not least, standards. Ensure compliance with industry standards and certificate for safety and reliability. As we know, there are a lot of safety mandatories there, and there are IEEE standards, and even for industry-wise industries like food industry, the metal industry, all industries have its own standards, and even different companies have its own standards. So we have to see like whether the particular component is meeting the standard according to all the parameters, whatever it is there. So we have to just check that as well. And I think last but not least, we are going for the last slide. So we are going to see the benefits of using overload relays. Definitely, I know at this time you would be understand what are the benefits, but just to conclude, let us see once again. So definitely, overload relays is extend the life of motor. Definitely, if you are the repairs are less, and if the we are just creating the motor not to go beyond the particular temperature, or not to beyond run over the load, definitely it is going to give a more life. So that is the first important benefit, extended life. And second is improved safety. Definitely this is a protection device, so definitely if it is there in the system, it will improve the safety. And operational efficiency, as I told you, if it can reduce the number of motor repairs, number of hours of downtime, so definitely it is going to improve the operational efficiency as well. So as I believe now this topic is clear for you, and you would be much well aware about the OLR, and you really like this video. So that's all for today. We will be coming up with some other interesting topic on next video. Until then, bye. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe.